I played Genshin Impact way back 2021 at the release of the Dragon Spine event. Yes, I have the Cinnabar Spindle. And I also stopped at the start of Sumeru due to burnout and just me not having fun with the game anymore. And so, I decided to play Genshin Impact once again from the very start at the release of Natlan to know what it feels like to play this game from the very beginning this 2024. Let's see what changes this game has, my thoughts, and if I will play Genshin Impact in the long run. Hi, this is Myusene, and I gave Genshin Impact a second chance. First things first, I just wanna say that this will be a free-to-play account. I don't wanna spend any money in this game because number 1, I'm broke. Number 2, if I have the money, I would want to upgrade some stuff or just buy new games to cover instead of spending a lot of money in a single game. And lastly, there will be goals that are a bit challenging and also require me to play without spending any money. And these goals are rooted from the frustrations and traumas that I have with this game on my very first account. So, this will be the first set of goals that I will have in this journey. Number 1, the priority characters that we will need to get are the Archons, and not just the characters but we will also attempt to get their weapons. Now, I know pulling for weapons in a free-to-play account is stupid, but what's the fun of this video if there's nothing at stake, right? Also, even though I said priority, it doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to pull for other characters as well. It's just that I have to manage my Primogems well so that I can do the objectives that I laid down for this type of content. Number 2, I must complete every quest. It doesn't matter if I pay attention to the story or search any guide in YouTube, we must complete everything because where are we gonna get the Primogems if we don't? I also need to 100% every map because once again, Primogems and to eventually defeat Spiral Abyss because once again, Primogems. Are you seeing the pattern now? And you might wonder, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I putting myself in such a tedious way to play Genshin? Why did I come back after abandoning it for so long? That's a good question because I don't know too. I'm kidding, it's for content. Well, enough dilly-dallying, let's get on with this video. So, right off the bat, I chose Lumine because why would you choose Ether? I then listened carefully to the dialogues. I'm kidding, I didn't. And I immediately get the chest from that rock very far away. And after that, we proceeded with the story once again. And let me tell you, chat, I hated Paimon so much that I went straight to the Statue of the Seven only to figure out that I have to talk to Paimon first before all of that. So, I reluctantly went back, mute my game to not hear Paimon's yap, and instead listen to Asmongold react to some fuck up shit online. I then did all of the stuff we already knew and immediately pulled on the beginner standard banner and got Tainari from the 5-star selector. Honestly chat, the fact that I played this game again when a 5-star selector was finally implemented to the fucking game gave me a huge boost, and now I at least won't have to struggle so much later on and have a good variety of elements right now. And after all that pulling and stuff, I continued with the story, started mint picking and hunting for Anemoculus. And let me tell you something, this is something I just realized. Hunting Anemoculus is such a fun way to explore the map and Mondstadt, but becomes more tedious on other maps because almost half of it are tied to puzzle and it takes so much time to do, unlike here where I just take in the views, get everything that I need and continue exploring. I also open a lot of waypoints to make my life a little bit more easier and got attracted with the limited time banner. So guys, this project was long due because of school reasons and my girlfriend's birthday and all, so I've been really busy and far away from home for a very long time, so I've been playing Genshin on my phone for quite some time. So what I've been doing was consuming my resin, doing the commissions, opening chest stops, and going to the location of the abyss, opening up some waypoints and pulling for a specific character. Now, Kazuha was one of the characters I've always wanted, but I've always lost on 50-50s multiple times. Now, I really am tempted to pull for Kazuha, but one thing that I really wanted from this banner is Bennett. Now, Bennett fucking carries everyone. Bennett is like the steroids of this game, buffing your attack as long as you are on his burst. So, I really tried pulling for him, but bad luck strikes and no Bennett for the meanwhile. But that's fine and all because Raiden Shogun finally arrives, so time to cram things out. I've tried finishing the story as much as possible and occasionally getting distracted, focusing too much on things to unlock and collect so that I can slowly 100% the whole month's stat. From me collecting Animoculus again, opening up chests, beating random mobs, and following series. I then eventually reached AR rank 20, so that means it's time to start doing the Spiral Abyss. And this is the part I think I made a mistake. Remember the time I chose Tainari earlier? Well, I wish it was Diluc. I struggled a lot with the first floor of the Abyss. Luckily, I have Luming and Xiangling and my party carrying the whole thing, making Tainari a little bit useless for the whole floor 1. Or maybe just most of the time and I just exaggerate everything. Regardless, I wish I got Keqing or Diluc instead. And I'm only saying this now because half the reason why I struggled a lot is that I was trying to 3-star every floor. And each chamber has multiple enemies and taking out that many enemies with a bow is obviously time consuming, hard, and not fun. So I just used Lumine and the other party members. Of course, it took me a couple of tries from the chamber 1 to 2. And it also forced me to upgrade my weapons and artifacts and even buy Lumine's constellations. All for 2 pulls which resulted to nothing. And I've been kind of degraded with my luck here. No, I don't think degraded is the right word, but unmotivated. Yeah, unmotivated. Sorry about that. Because so far there's nothing. I haven't been really lucky at all with my pulls. So I've been kind of bit sad and been getting burnt out. Maybe because I was looking too forward on things that I could get instead of focusing on what I have right now. So maybe I felt that way. So to clear my mind of things, to clear my mind of what just happened, I then continue clearing up Mondstadt until once again my brain slowly rots and eventually I traveled to Liyue. But not on what you think. Not because of the Archon quest. That's for the next video, by the way. But yeah, no. We did that to ascend Xiangling and get some Geoculus for some stamina and Primogems. I then traveled all the way to Sumeru, getting some waypoints and Statue of the 7 activated and finally resonating with Dendro. I then finally got some ascension mats for Tainari and upgraded some artifacts and weapons as well to do the floor 2 of the Abyss. 3-starring it and going for the 2 pulls for again nothing. I then tried to proceed doing the floor 3, but despite being under-leveled, I still did it. And the enemies are too tanky. The problem of Genshin Impact is finally showing once again. And what I mean by that is that if the enemy is like a very high level from you, if you don't over level your enemy, then your enemy would basically become the sponge and he just hits a lot more and it doesn't really have that variety that I've been looking for. Maybe, this is stemming from the problems that I had when I played the game for the first time. And yeah, I've kind of struggled with that. So I guess I have no choice. I guess this is the challenge for this run, is just to stay alive, to do things right, and to not hurry it up. I think what I can take from this video, from this part of the challenge, is that I should just take my time to explore, slowly upgrade my characters, to not, hastily go to one thing to another. And maybe the reason why I'm on that mood is because Raiden Shogun is in the banner, and with her being one of my goals on getting, I've been really pressured to get as much Primo Gems as possible, so I've been doing a lot of stuff that I basically can't handle, and maybe that's why I struggled a lot in recording and making this video. So maybe that's the reason why. Another side note, I also did the Dodoko event. Nothing really notable there. It's just Genshin doing some random minigames for kids once again. Though, yeah, I did pull for from every rewards that I took from that. I think, if I remember correctly, I got Rosaria and Toma from that. I don't really remember the timeline of what I get. I just pull every time I get 160 and see if I got nothing, see if I don't, and just kind of proceed with what I need to do. And yeah, I guess this is the challenge for the next video. So the next video, I actually want to clear every quest in Mondstadt first, get to AR25, upgrade our party, and hopefully I can get Raiden Shogun. But before all that, if you are still here, thank you all for watching. If you want more of this content, subscribe, like the video, comment what you want me to do or what I could have done in this video, and stay tuned for the next episode. Will I get Raiden or cry in the corner? Well, to be continued.